I got a great deal. I'm probably still in the zone where I could take it back to Walmart, but I don't want to.
All right, folks, welcome back to Big Man's World of Wonders.
All right, welcome back to the show today. Today, this is what we're looking at. I'm excited because this is the arcade 1Up Atari Legacy Edition Tempest version. To me, this rings very close to my heart. When I was young, teenager, playing video games, putting coins in machines, Tempest was my game. I love Tempest. I love Atari games, and here it is. I always looked for these machines. They were different, they were expensive, there was different versions, nothing really excited me. I told my brother, you know what? If they had a Tempest or an Atari Asteroids, those were two of my favorites growing up in the 80s. And so here it was. It was on a slick deal. It was on a Black Friday. I got it from Walmart, about $200. That's really cheap. They go from about $445 on up to about $700, depending on the version of the machine. Some have lighted marquee, some have a riser. This one's perfect for me. I'm gonna show you how it goes. So this machine actually came in a box, in a flat box. We had to put it together. It was fairly simple, sides, a couple different pieces. It probably took an hour, somewhere in that zone. Pretty good at putting things together, but it wasn't really too difficult anyway. It has a 17-inch color monitor, which is pretty cool. It's a good size for me. I'm sitting at a chair, standard desk chair. It's the perfect height to sit down. I've got it in a spot where I can roll up a chair, sit down and play a little bit. Haven't played too much. We did get it put together before the video and we're excited to fire it up. We've played it a few times, have some initial thoughts, but here we go. I'm going to show you guys. So there's an on-off button. There's controls. You might see, why is there so many controls? The reason why there's so many controls is because this is actually a 12-in-1. Tempest is my game. Yes, it has Tempest. It has Asteroids. It has Super Asteroids. It has Millipede. It has Centipede. It has a few more. You'll see in the loading screen, you'll see what's there. Here we go. Let's go. Okay, takes a second to fire up, and there it is, loading. Looks nice and low res, like you would expect. Whoa, I'm gonna turn this down, wow. Turn this down just a little bit. It's pretty loud. All right, here's the load screen. It's 2020, so this is 2023. There it is in all its glory. Here's the games. Aka R. I don't know that game. Asteroids, love it. Asteroids Deluxe, great. Centipede, Millipede. Millipede's down there. Missile Command, Gravitar, Liberation, Space Duel, Tempest, Crystal Castles, Major Havoc. I haven't tried many of these games. Honestly, Tempest is my game. So that's where I'm going to start. So let's use the ball. Because, as you all might know, Tempest uses a spinner, Missile Command, Millipede, Centipede, you use the ball. So that's why they've given you everything. So you can play whatever game you want. So here we go. So I'm going to roll the ball over here, and I can select my game. Now here's what I wanted to show you all. Pretty much straight out of the box. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here, but if you look here, I'm trying to roll this trackball down and it's not going anywhere. It's stuck on Centipede. I can go left, I can go right. Interestingly, if I scroll down, well, see, sometimes I can scroll down on this side of the screen, but not this side of the screen. So you can see how that's a drag for the menu. You can probably also going to see how it's going to be a drag. Don't worry, we have a solution. So this is what we do. We subscribe, we follow us, we like our channel. Watch till the end because we're going to show you the games. We're going to give you our initial reaction. Then we're going to show, like, what are we going to do about this whole thing, right? So here we go. What I'm going to do is if I push up, see, look, it accidentally went down there. So we're good to go. I'm going to go ahead, hit the fire button, and that's going to select Tempest for us. It should select Tempest if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I just did it too quick. Gives you a quick layout of the playing field and the controls for the game. So if you were in a different game, hold 5 seconds to return to main menu. If I hold down the one player button here, it's going to go ahead and bring me back to that main game. If I hold it down for 5 seconds, it's going to take us to the main menu with all the different games. If I hold down 2 player for 5 seconds, it's going to reset the game. So if I, didn't do too well. Fire, Super Zapper, we're going to use the spinner, power, we know the rest of them. Gives you all that stuff here, I'm not making that up. So here we go. I'll give you a quick demo of this game. This is Tempest. This is the demo screen. It says press player 1. So here we go. We're going to press player 1. This is just like the game. When I was in, high school, maybe junior high school, this was the game. So it started. So here. So this is Tempest, right? We go around. We shoot these little guys. We don't want to get hit. They want to get us. Here's a super zapper. Oh, I didn't even need it. I get to use the super zapper every time. So see, I'm going to try to play this and do the video. But it's a simple game, but these games were very addicting. These games were super fun. We stood in the corner store, in the liquor store, in the video game arcade with our stack of quarters, and we just went at it. And you put your quarter on the top of the machine, and that means I got the next game. So this brings me way back, and they're fun. Some of the games today, they're just so overly complicated for a guy like me. I could figure them out if I want to. I'm pretty smart. But what for? I'm just trying to play a little game. I'm not trying to learn a whole new career or a whole new skill set. I just want to shoot some stuff, move around. See, I can play this game and talk to you guys no problem because it's simple. I spin the wheel, I shoot. Once in a while, if I can't handle the heat, I hit my super zapper, and that's the whole game. So I'm not going to bore you watching the game, but this is pretty fun. Honestly, it plays very much like the original game did, which is pretty cool. I find that the spinner is semi-responsive. It's not bad. It's not like the trackball being in such a bad condition. Now that leads me to the next point. When I read about this thing online, people are saying, well, you know what? It's really cool. The game plays like you would want it to, but the deal is that the controls aren't that great. And I'd have to agree. The trackball, as you saw, is almost useless because it sticks. So the spinner's not bad, but it's not great. You can't really spin it. You have to turn it. So that gives you a little bit different sensation. So I'm about to stop playing this game right now, but you can see I've played this game before because I was a teenager just like everybody else. I'm going to hold down this one player button. That's going to bring us back to the main menu, I believe. And there we are, back to the main menu. We could try a different game just to give you guys a little demonstration. I'll try one more with this ball. Let's do asteroids. I do love asteroids. I'm going to stay away from the games that use the ball because I showed you this ball doesn't work very well. So here we go. Asteroids, same, gives you the controls. You got your thrust, fire, left, right. There you go. It tells you everything you need to do. So here we go. We'll try a real quick game here just so you guys can get the idea. I'm going to push start, player 1, we turn, whoa. And then we shoot. See, I haven't played this one in many years, but this was one of my favorites. This was exciting when the store at the hot dog stand by the house got it, and I was at camp, and I just had to get back because they got the machine. It was right across the street from my house. All I had to do was just go there, hop over the wall, go play some video games. I'm really doing bad on this one, huh? One reason I did okay on Tempest, honestly, is I played it a little bit today. I'll admit it. I don't like to play games too much because I can't stop. So anyway, that's my point. It's cool. I love it. The gameplay is pretty good. A little bit sluggish, but it's still pretty good. So what we're going to talk about now is the fact that this game came and the trackball was kind of not good. So what did I do? I didn't want to take it back to the store. I like the game. I don't want to send it back. So I sent an email to the company, 1Up. They answered. There was no way to call them. The only thing you could do was send an email. So I sent them an email and I said, hey, this is the problem. And they responded to me. It took them about 2 days. And they responded basically telling me, I have a detailed list of what they're telling me. But basically, they want me to take this control surface back out of the machine. They want me to open up the back, find the back of the trackball, check all the connections, check how the tension is on the ball and those kind of things. And then if that doesn't work, They said basically they need me to send them proof of purchase. They want me to send them a video of the problem in action. So I guess they want me to show that I'm moving the ball and nothing's happening on the screen, or it's not able to do what I wanted to do. So I get it, but honestly, I feel like they kind of made me jump through hoops to get the warranty service on this, because, okay, you want me now to not only take this apart. This button console, as you'll see when we take it out, it came as a sealed console. This was not open on the back. I can open it. I have no problem with that. I've been a tech person and tinkered with these kind of things for many, many years, 40, almost 50 years, but not the average person. So we'll see how hard it is, how difficult it is to get inside this, to get into the back, to actually do the repair that they're expecting me as Mr. Consumer to do. Now, I bought this from Walmart. I got a great deal. I'm probably still in the zone where I could take it back to Walmart, but I don't want to. So what are we going to do? From reading online, there's a company called Thunderstick. They make replacements for both the ball and the spinner. So the spinner I don't necessarily need to do, but I was like, you know what? While we're doing it, we're going to do it. The ball that the replacement also lights up. It has an LED, so that adds a little bit of excitement down here. But they're supposed to both be arcade quality replacements for these. So we're first going to go ahead. I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going to shut this down and unplug it. We're going to pop this out. We're going to replace the ball. We're going to see how it looks on the inside, see if there's anything we can do to clean it out or tighten it up or loosen it up or what's really going on inside. And we're going to try to fix it. We're going to put it back together. We're going to try it again. We're going to see if it worked. Then what we're going to do, and you may have to stay tuned for a while, or you may have to tune in for our next part 2, because what we're going to do, regardless of what happens with this trackball, we're switching it out. We have new parts from Thunderstick. We're going to switch the trackball, and we're going to switch the spinner, because the spinner's not bad, but like I said, you can't just spin it. It'll stop very quickly. It's more of a turner than a spinner. It works. It's not bad. But I said, you know what? We're in there. We're going to be replacing this. Let's just go ahead and do it, because I like the machine. I want to keep it. If I can improve the gameplay a little bit, I'm going to. I'm going to also look into, maybe there's a better Hap, Hap, the company that makes these. Maybe they make a better button. I don't know if it's compatible, but I might find out.
Thanks for watching this episode. Hey, if there's something you'd love to see on this show, leave us a comment below.